got the confetti.
Got Tiffany with me and Joy, and they are both so responsible for what happened to me tonight. It was so exciting. I want to just go in the chat and say hello to who's here. Let's see. Oh, we get a nice, okay, we've got Fire Stick That Shit. I
don't know.
I don't know. I'm still a YouTube newbie, so hopefully YouTube will forgive me.
They came over.
Destiny, beautiful Shamrock Pixie is here. And James, thank you for joining. And Craig Landshark Picker, Mr. Turtle Trader, thank you for coming in tonight. Blackberry Thistle Tea and Clayton. Hello, Clayton. Thank you for coming in. And Keyline Kisses. I got your message, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Cheers, James. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Francesca, my Italian friend. Thank you, honey, for coming. Let's see, Elm Street, and Derek is here. Thanks, Derek, for stopping in. Sorry I missed your auction tonight. There was too much excitement going on. So let's see, I'm just going to scroll down really quick and see if I don't want to miss anybody. I just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming in. I just wanted to go on, and Perlini's here. Thank you, honey. Money for Mars, sorry. And Rebecca, hi, honey. Thank you for coming. And Marcus Bell and Thomas C. These must be all new people over from Dell's group. And D. Rupp, Totally Techno Tim. So thanks, you guys. So here's the deal. I'm sorry if I missed everybody, but so Joy is friends with this Dell. I don't even know his name.
Super Dell.
I don't even know
TV.
I don't know anything about him. I know nothing.
I'm going to put his link in the chat.
Yes, please put his link in the chat. He also has a Facebook group. So I want all of my people to go follow him and his people, because so Joy is a member of his group. And then Tiffany, so Joy, raise your hand, say hi. That's Joy. And then Tiffany, she sent him a message, and she wrote him, I guess, an email. I have no idea what she said, what she wrote. She didn't even tell me that she was doing it. She just told him about me. And he jumped onto my YouTube channel, and he looked at my introductory video, which is me donating kids toys to the kids in the hospital on I hate to call it Angelversary. I call it his death date. I mean, there's no other way around it. It's his death date. So anyways, but I went to the hospital, and there's kind of like a big, long story behind why I do what I do. I used to own a thrift shop. It's just a big, long story. And I'm gonna tell the story one day and make that my introductory video. But anyway, so she told him the story, and it's Super Dell. Is that his name?
Super Dell TV.
To Super Dell TD, I guess.
TV, like television.
TV. Okay, Super Dell TV. I guess he had like a connection somehow with me when he watched the video. He himself lost a child. I think he said, was it 14 years ago? I think he said 14 years ago he lost a child. He didn't say how, but he lost a child, and he was very touched by my video. And so he kind of featured me. He's got like 54,000 followers. Yeah. And he featured me tonight and told all of his people about me, not even knowing anything about me. He just said I was like this super mom, and he watched some of my videos, and that I inspired him. And as a lot of you know, that the reason why I started my YouTube channel was because I wanted to inspire other moms and dads to get out there and just do it. I can do it after watching my poor little boy suffer and fight the most horrible cancer, pancreatic cancer, that there is out there. All cancers are bad, but pancreatic cancer is probably one of the worst, if not the worst. And so my YouTube channel was supposed to be about inspiring other parents to be able to get up and do and and go to work and reinvent yourself and create a job or, do something that makes you happy. And he figured that all out just by watching a couple of my videos. Like, I don't think I said that in any of my videos. He watched some of my auctions and he watched, anyways. So I was really touched. He told everybody in the chat that I touched him. He touched me. These people in his chat like embraced me and got me to 1,000 subscribers in a matter of like
half an hour.
Oh my God, yeah. It was crazy. My phone was like ding, 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 ding. I get all these subscribers. And, I woke up this morning and I think I was at like 8:50 and I put it out on like my Instagram and my couple of Facebook groups. And I'm like, I'm so close, you guys, subscribe. I'm so close. Thinking maybe in a month from now, I'd be at 1,000. So yeah, I'm at 1,000. So now what?
You gotta go live with your cell phone now.
On the cell phone. You guys can come.
Ooh, I have an idea.
Yes.
Now you can hand deliver your cookies.
Now I can. How? How am I
going to do a 12-hour live driving to each state?
Right? Oh, that would be so fun. That would be so fun. So 44 right now. What's 44? 43. I don't know what I missed what they're talking about, but
there's more people subscriing probably.
Is there?
Let me tell you how I met Superdell. So I was A-Dub Productions. Well, I don't know if you know him. But A-Dub Productions, he does a lot of how-to DIY videos, and I always look at his videos. One day I caught him doing a live, and Superdell was in there. And so, when you're friendly in the chat, that's a friendly thing to do, right? So I checked out his page, and I was like, oh my goodness, he has 50,000 subscribers. He's never going to try to follow me. And then sure enough, the next day, he was in my chat and I was like, oh my goodness. And then he purchased my book.
Okay.
He purchased my book. And then after that, I feature him on, how like you can have a feature YouTube channel. I have him there and I have him in my description because that touched me like, oh my goodness. So like, he's just one of those people that I think that just looks at you, really looks at what you're doing. And if he's down with it, then he's going to go with it.
Yeah.
He supported me and didn't even know who I was.
Isn't that
and now
great?
He supported you. He's just like great. And I can all attribute that to A-Dub Productions. Because if I didn't see him, I would never have known him.
Yeah, he's super. And I was sitting in his live chat tonight and he's talking about all things technical. And it's right. Like I have no idea what he's talking about. I'm trying to follow along. I'm trying to listen to him. People are asking him questions that I'm like, I have no idea what these people are talking about. He's so techie, right? And like, I don't even test my equipment before I put it on auction or send it out through eBay. I usually post it as untested. Good luck. Like, I don't know anything about it. Like, I've been struggling with this brand new microphone, like, don't know anything about it, so for him and his people to like just embrace me is awesome. And yeah, I saw 47 people in the chat now, 46 people in the chat. I just wanted to come on. I wanted to thank Joy. I wanted to thank Tiffany. Tiffany,
You're
that
welcome.
was so nice of you to do that. That was so incredible. I'm so touched by that. And I want to thank also, I feel like I'm at the Oscars. I also want to thank Wade, Wade from Wade's Ventures, you guys. I used to watch him a long time ago, and he really inspired me a lot to start a YouTube channel. He's, I'm going to reach out to him tomorrow and tell him I'm at 1,000 subscribers. It's been, I think, less than 5 months. No, 6 months. It's about 6 months that I got to 1,000 subscribers, which is like really incredible. I think.
That's great. I think that's amazing.
You know what else too? Shout out to NASCAR man. I don't know if he's there.
Oh, absolutely.
He's like, go ahead, going once, going twice.
He is there, and he is next to my list.
Give me 30. Give me 50.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I went looking when I bought that NASCAR unit. I went looking all over the internet for him. I asked Casey Paris. I asked Casey. I asked Adam. I asked Wade. I am like, who's NASCAR man? I remember seeing him somewhere. I need to find NASCAR man. Then if it wasn't for Derek and a lot of these people that are in the chat, I met through Derek, you know.
Yeah.
You like the gatekeeper. Well, hey, Carmen 3345.
Yeah,
I have to say, I never would have met Joy if it wasn't for Derek.
Yeah.
He led me to her channel. And I never would have met you, Donatella, you know. So it's amazing. Like, you can meet one person and it introduces you to so many different people. You know, so, and I didn't do much. I knew Superdell from Joy. She told me about his channel, and you know, I just hit him up and was like, hey, you know, my friend's trying to get to 1K, and he really just enjoyed your content, you know. So you had a lot.
You know what, you guys, I say this at the beginning of all my little broadcasts that I do in my auctions and my little chats. Please subscribe to each other. Please, everybody just subscribe to each other. Even if you go on someone's page, like I used to go on someone's page and look, and I'm like, oh, they don't have any content. I'm not going to bother to subscribe to them. It's okay. Subscribe to them, because you know what? It took me over a year to get the courage to get in front of the camera and to go live and to talk and to share my story. Or now I do auctions 3 times a week. And shout out
every time I turn on YouTube, you're there.
I know, right? Oh my God.
Like, I have this lot, and then there's like 50 pieces in the lot. I'm like, oh my goodness, where's all this stuff going?
Oh my gosh, you should see how many boxes I have. As a matter of fact, if there's anybody in the chat that hasn't received their invoice, let me know, because I'm pretty sure I got all my invoices out, and tomorrow's shipping day. All my packages will go out tomorrow, and tomorrow night is another auction.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, I buy storage units. And I do this to support my family. And I buy storage units. My husband helps me when he's not working. My son helps me. We empty out the storage units. I sort through the stuff. It's a very trying, hard task. I select just all the good stuff. Some things go on eBay. I do have to say I've neglected my eBay 100%. I've let my eBay go. I'm no longer a top rated seller. Pusa's
in here. They came to congratulate you.
Oh, Pusa, thank you so much.
Oh, there's Superdell right there.
Superdell.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, that's great. Thank you so much. Yes. And Superdell, yay! Thank you. I'm so glad that you stopped in. I appreciate all your help tonight. I was like,
wait, Pusa Studios is in here too?
Yes.
Oh, hey, Pusa.
Yes.
I always call you Pusa.
I watch you guys all the time. I love Pusa Studios. You guys are, I love it. I got one of those microphones, and I think if I get really, really close, I can kind of sound a little bit like you.
No, you need to put a lot of reverb on it, because they have like the super reverb that you would put in a stadium to do like, let's get ready to rumble.
I love it. And then the shit. Ooh, I love that. I
can't wait for the wheel to spin. I'm like, ooh, JD. And I'm like, man, I never win.
I really appreciate you gentlemen stopping in. Thank you so much. Okay, so you guys, here's the big announcement. So tomorrow night on my channel, T is so it's auctions by My Great Finds, and then the number 4, and then the letter U. So My Great Finds for you, Tiffany, if you have that. She's just starting a YouTube. She's starting off her YouTube channel, an auction YouTube channel. But until she grows, we're having them on my channel. So tomorrow night after my auction, it usually runs about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm going to do my gratitude 100 men's necktie giveaway. And I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. There's so many different ways to do it, but I'll figure out a way to do it. And everybody that's in the chat, and Kimmy's here. Hi, Kimmy. Thanks for stopping in.
That is my pineapple pizza friend.
Yes. So I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to give away 100 men's ties for the resellers. And if you're not a reseller and you're here from Dell's TV's
Super Dell TV,
you'll have a different tie for every day of the week.
you can
give them away for Christmas presents.
Oh, and everybody too, like Pooza Studios is in the house. I don't know if they made their 10K yet, but they're still on that. So please help them out. Pooza, I want you to meet Super Dell TV. If you do not know him, he is dope. And Super Dell TV, I want you to meet Pooza Studios. They are dope. I've been in both of your chats and I love it.
Yes, it's all about make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. It was like,
I like that.
Oh, that's my motto. I have to put that on my YouTube page because that's a Girl Scout thing. I've been saying that forever and ever and ever. And I was thinking when I was getting ready to come on tonight, I was like, remember that Clairol commercial? And they told two friends, and they told two friends, and so on and so on. It was like that's how I was thinking. Like this whole thing transpired tonight. It's really awesome. Landshark Picker is approaching 2,000. Welcome any new viewers. Please, everybody, subscribe to each other. Yes, and absolutely subscribe. Be the Difference Clothing. Pooza is the Canadian king and queen. Yeah.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Them. Yep.
And their kids are going back to school soon. Yes.
More time on YouTube. My kids are already back in school, so we start early down here in South Florida. Carol, hello, sweetheart. I hit 1,000 subscribers tonight, thanks to the help of some great friends. I'm so excited about it. I haven't smiled this so long.
That's so exciting.
My cheeks hurt.
That's a great feeling, right?
Smiling. Honest to gosh, it was like I'm just so happy. Like I just can't believe I haven't been this happy like in forever and ever. I'm just so grateful for everyone that's here and everyone that helped make this happen. I mean, just everyone and all the support that I get, 3 nights a week with my auctions. I mean, you guys are like incredible. The money that you spend, the trust in me, all of it. I'm like blabbering.
You're doing good.
I'm just so happy. Tiffany, do you want to say anything? I haven't stopped going on and on.
I just want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Yeah, show Denali's
I was just going to say, this beautiful boy. I got to get a not glossy one. That's my beautiful son. He was probably about 6 years old in that picture. He got diagnosed at 8. But yeah, that's my beautiful little boy right there. I keep him close to me all the time, everywhere I go. Okay, I'm sorry, Tiffany. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I'm so lucky to know both of you ladies. I mean, it's amazing the friendships you can make on YouTube. And, reselling, like for what I do, it's really lonely. A lot of resellers, it's a lonely business. So meeting different people and connecting, it really makes all the difference. And, I'm appreciative to everybody in the chat, for showing support, because you couldn't have got to the 1,000 without other people's help,
No way.
So, yeah. And,
no way. And, I'm still getting subscribers.
That's exciting. And both of you guys, you enjoy and inspire me because y'all are both go-getting women, and it's, it's just inspiring and encouraging to have friends that work really hard for their dreams and their goals.
Honestly, I feel like I haven't known you people for very, very long, but I feel like I've known some of you, most of you forever and ever. Like I talk to you guys more than I share my personal things. It's unbelievable the friendships that you build on just like StreamYard, you know, and just calling each other. Tiffany and I called each other like, I don't know how many times today. I need to talk to Tiffany. I need to talk to Tiffany. You know, it's like, and I do the same to Rebecca, and I do the same to T, and I do the same to Derek. You know, sometimes like he'll answer the phone. Yeah. I'm like, hi, Derek. You know, like asking him stupid questions. What is the name of this character? What is this? I'll say to him, you know, like getting ready for auctions and stuff. So I have my auctions with Derek on, well, we're having them on my channel right now. We'll probably go back to his channel. I'm still trying to get view hours. So even though I have the 1,000 subscribers, I'm only like at the halfway point for view hours. So I'm not gonna lie, like I want to get monetized. I need another stream of income for my family. I'm trying everything in my power to like help support the family right now. So I want to get monetized. I want the view hours. So right now we're having Derek does my auctions on my channel on Friday nights, and then T does them on Tuesday and Sunday afternoon, which is turning out to be a really great time. Sunday afternoon auctions are really great. So yeah. So that's...
What about you, Joy? Do you have anything you want to say?
No, I mean, like, you know my motto, everybody just, you're beautiful, you're amazing. There is no mistake about your life. We all go through struggles, but as long as we're together and we're helping each other out, we can be the difference every day. And this is proof that we are the difference every day. So anybody that is in denial or does not believe that, this is proof right here. You made her smile.
Oh my gosh.
Smiled in a long time.
You guys, I'll tell you what, I cry every day over the loss of my child. There's not a day that goes by that I don't cry. And you think to yourself, like, what kind of life is that? Like that you cry I could cry right now just thinking about, and some days I cry because I forgot to cry. You know, it's just like, it's that crazy. But I just saw Bolo Buddies came in. Courtney, I hit 1,000 tonight. I think you saw that in the title. Subscribe to Bolo Buddies, you guys. She has great bolos. If you're a reseller, and if you're not a reseller, who cares? Just subscribe to each other. But yeah, to be this happy, and I haven't been this happy in a really, really, really long time. It's amazing how a couple of digits, couple of numbers can make you happy. But it's much more than that, though. It's much more than that, because the more subscribers you have on YouTube, the more friends you make. And it just brings you back to make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other is gold. So you guys are all my silver friends. I love, and I'll tell you what, if I had a choice of silver and gold, I always pick silver.
I want Biscotti. I just want to be a Biscotti.
I know. Biscotti for everyone. I have to make Biscotti for everyone. How am I going to send out 1,000 packages of Biscotti? Oh my God.
You'll find a way.
Oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, wow, there's 48 people in the chat tonight. Why aren't you guys sleeping?
Yeah, it's a huge milestone. I mean, you say it's just a few numbers, but it's a huge milestone. Like, you know, to hit your 1K, and now you can go live from your phone. So that's really awesome.
I know, it's really exciting, and I know, like, I was talking to Destiny tonight, and she said that my numbers might go down because sometimes, you know, that happens if people don't watch the content. You know, your numbers will go up and down. And yeah, you promised us Biscotti.
You have a cushion though, but you have a cushion. Like the last I checked, you had 1,009. So
was there?
You know, I'm sure you've gone past that by now. At least 120. If you got
1,000 right now.
Yeah, you're at 112.
112.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, 112. So
it'll probably go down by 3 or 4, maybe.
Yeah, and I would really love to. Okay, tell me again. It's Dell TV, but what's the first?
Super Dell TV.
Super Dell.
Super Dell.
Super Dell TV. I would love to come on your show and you know, talk about it. It looks like your show is very professional, very, very professional. my shows kind of get more personal, but if you're still in the chat, I would love to come on your show and do a StreamYard. I know you talked about it, and we can talk about kind of like more personal stuff if you want to. I mean, just to add, a little bit of diversity to the channel. I think people like that, though. I think people like it. Some people don't. Some people will leave. Some people don't want to hear it. They just want to want it to be all business. But some people stay. I had a Facebook. I still have it. A Facebook page for my son. I had 8,000 subscribers on my Facebook page. Yeah, and it was just a place. See what my phone's doing? Like, it just turns on, and it just look. I didn't even touch it.
You must not have Verizon.
I do have Verizon.
What? I am baffled and astonished. Well, it's probably the phone. That's all.
Actress Joy. That was great.
I have Verizon, and Siri talks to me all the time. I don't talk to her at all, and she'll just start talking to me. I have to bring my phone up to the Apple store because I brought it to Verizon, and they were like, sorry, can't help you. We gotta, you've got to go up to the Apple store and figure it out. But it turns on by itself. I'll be talking to someone, and then she'll start talking to me. Like, I'm not even talking to her. Like, I don't even push any buttons, nothing. I was an Android girl for many, many years, and I say my kids bullied me to get an iPhone. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, they did. They really did. You're going to love it, Mama. You're going to love it. Everybody has an iPhone. I'm like, no, I love my Android. The best part about having the only Android in the family is my husband would call all the kids down to the living room and have a meeting about charger cords. When you have a lot of teenagers, and you have a lot of teenagers that have friends that come in and out of the house, charger cords disappear like potato chips in the house. No, it's ridiculous. Like, my husband was buying new charger cords every other week. So he would call a meeting about charger cords in the living room and get people to sit out of the meeting because I had an Android. I had no problem. Nobody touched my cords. So this is a true story, you guys. My husband has his Apple charger cord. He's got the super duper one with the really thick cord that charges your phone really quickly. We have an iron bed in our bedroom, and he has it zip tied to the
I love it. So smart man.
I can take a picture of that and post it on Instagram.
That's a smart man.
It's true. That's how ridiculous it is in my family with charger cords. It is. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, well, it's late, and I could go on and on and on, but I'm not going to. We'll save it for another night. Tomorrow night, I have a little bit of an earache. That's why I keep touching my ear.
That's because you're smiling so hard.
Yeah.
Catching all those extra senses.
Maybe just have the doctor just look in there and make sure it's not festering. So tomorrow night, you guys, after my auction, we're going to have the big giveaway. I've got 100 ties to give away as a thank you gift. So be sure to come to the auction, and we will do that. And Tiffany, thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies, so much for your friendship and your inspiration. Thank you.
Joy, thank you so much for introducing us to your friends. Really appreciate it.
Oh, you know who else you can go to too? Barefoot Adventures. He's really nice. I go to his chat quite often, and Flat Earth Forums. He's cool too.
Okay. Yeah, I think that T subscribed to.
Yeah, I see her all over. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's my friend.
You're so funny, Joy. What was the other one? What was the name of the other one?
It's Barefoot Adventures.
Barefoot Adventures.
Flat Earth Forum. They're all growth channels.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll have to check them out. And
Craig said you should just keep going. You have some watch hours to burn.
What did he say?
He said to keep streaming, you have watch hours to burn. 24-hour marathon.
44. I know, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Pamela, hey, honey. Yeah, so thank you for coming in. Thanks for stopping in.
Wait. Carol said the best thing ever. She said, Biscotti giveaway, I heard. Girl, I heard the same thing too.
Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I'll have to do that at my next milestone. Maybe I'll do that at my 1500. I'll do a biscotti. That's a great idea, Carol.
All right, guys, we need to go ahead. We need to go ahead and get her to 1500 right now because I want my double portion. I don't want chocolate though because I don't eat chocolate anymore. So you could do like something else.
You know what? I think that would be a really great idea. And then maybe I could do like 10 bundles because, you know, and let like 10 people win, or maybe 1500. Maybe I can do 15 bundles. I could very easily bake up 15 bundles and give away 15. That's how we'll do it. When I get to 1500, I'm going to bake my biscotti. And I'm going to give away 15 bundles. That will be.
And you still, but you can't forget about the ones that you already talked about. I mean, I know it wasn't included in that, but I just kind of shoved myself in there anyway. So don't forget about that one too.
I know.
I can recall the people in the chat was just me.
Okay, so this is what we'll do. I'll give away 15 bundles, and then anybody who doesn't win the bundle, if they reach out to me via email, they'll get a bundle too.
And what's your email again?
You're so funny. You're so funny, Joy. Right? Don't put it in the chat. No, joking. That's so funny. Wow, maybe I should have my auctions at 11 o'clock at night. Look at all the people in the chat.
Well, yeah, Dad's Vintage said, why don't you do a test run now? He said he'll volunteer as a taste tester, and so will I.
Of the biscotti, right? No kidding.
And we have to make sure you get it just right.
You guys can do an unboxing. Ew, Marcus Bell. Let's see. Peanut butter and jelly pizza sounds good.
Ew, I think I agree with borderline with that. Yeah.
Ew, I don't know.
It would be like a dessert pizza.
Land Shark said you need to auction off some of your friends. Friends. I know, right? Biscotti for everyone. Oh boy, I'll tell you what. It's incredible. What a great feeling it is. I love it. I really honestly thought it was gonna take me at least another month or month and a half to get to 1,000. I never expected it to happen in 30 minutes. And I felt so bad because Derek was having his auction, and I never ever miss his auctions. I mean, I think last week I missed it because I had to go to a parent-teacher meeting at the high school. Our referees are on strike here in Palm Beach County.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the kids are missing like their school sports because we don't have referees for them. So I had to go to a parent meeting last weekend, so I missed the auction last weekend. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you.
What's your mama?
Hey!
Yep, she's awesome.
You'll never find Jennifer Hayes.
Yes, hi Jennifer. Thanks for stopping in. And so I was on the live chat, and I couldn't get over to Derek's auction. I felt so bad because
you can always do 2 windows, and you have one Derek and one the other, and just lower the volume on one so you can hear the other. Kind of.
I actually was on my phone because I like to put the little emojis when I was in the chat. I was like saying thank you to the people that were subscribing to me and sending like palm trees and hearts and kisses.
Yeah.
Like all that, those cute little emojis, and you can't do that on the computer. So I was, and then my daughter was on the computer doing whatever she needed to do. We're down to like one computer in the house right now, so we're all like fighting over it. I don't know. So, yeah. So that's why I couldn't attend the auction tonight.
Pamela Lynn said she's never had biscotti.
I'll tell you how it tastes, Pam, because I'm gonna eat your cookie.
Who said that they never had biscotti?
Pamela Lynn.
Oh, you're kidding. Are you kidding? Okay, well, you know what? I'll tell you what. Do you have a Costco near you? Because Costco has some really good biscotti. They're called Nani's biscotti, and they come in a tub. And to be honest with you, coming from a biscotti maker, they're like pretty close to homemade. They're really good. So if you have a Costco, you can try them there. But like Starbucks sells them too. I think the biscotti, but they're not like the real homemade ones.
Yeah.
I make like the real homemade ones.
He said lightly covered in fudge. NASCAR man.
Yeah, I do. I cover mine. Sometimes I cover them in like white chocolate and in milk chocolate. Like I just dip half of them, in the chocolate, half the biscotti in the chocolate. And then I do different nuts in mine, and I do dried fruits in mine, and I make like a whole bunch of different ones. Four-Eyed Hustler, thank you for joining, and thank you for the congratulations.
Dad's Vintage said, I have never had Donatella biscotti.
I know, right? I know. I need to make them. Maybe I should make them and auction them.
You should do it right now. Ooh, you should do a cooking show right now.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You know what, Joy? There's so much work to make biscotti. They are so much work.
You can have an auction and a bake-off at the same time. Bam.
That would be awesome.
James says he's got an Italian bakery near him that makes them. Where do you live, James? He must live like in New York, Boston, New Jersey, maybe Chicago. Francesca's right outside of Boston, so she gets really good biscotti. Francesca, do you bake? Do you make biscotti? It's actually like just a few ingredients. It's kind of like a poor man's cookie, like in Italy. Biscotti is like just a staple. It's something that you have in the house all the time to dip in your coffee. Like it's just a.
Ooh, Derek said he can make cannolis.
Oh, I like cannolis.
Oh, he's in the West Coast. I knew that, James, that you were in the West Coast of Florida. Yeah, we have some Italian places down here, but they're not really Italian. They're like kind of like Florida Italian. I can make some cannolis. Can you, Derek?
They like your lamb. Somebody said that you make really good lamb.
I make good lamb. Yeah, I love to cook. And I was gonna try to do more cooking videos for my YouTube channel, but my auctions are taking up so much of my time. I have over 20. I probably have 25 packages to send out for tomorrow, between Friday night's auction and yesterday's auction, and I already have another auction coming tomorrow. So I haven't been cooking. She can make pizzelle. Oh, can you, Rebecca? I'm so impressed. What's one laugh out loud?
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, pizzelles are good. We make pizzelles.
What is a pizzelle?
My great grandmother makes pizzelles.
What is that?
Pizzelle.
Is that how you say it, pizzelle? Oh.
What is it?
It's a thin wafer cookie, and it's a special cookie press that you use, and it's like a thin, like almost like a real light batter, and you put it in the cookie press and you push it down, and they have an anise taste to them, and they're good. They're like wafer. They're like thin wafer.
I think I've had those.
Yeah,
and it can like stick like chocolate in between it. Or like it has like the bumpily stuff on top, or
no.
It's like the way I describe it, it's like eating a waffle cone, but it's not a cone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like, but much thinner. And they're usually not like when you store buy them, they're crunchy for sure. But fresh ones are not like crunchy; they're more like soft. They're softer. Yeah. So I saw that Francesca said it's a flat wafer cookie. Yep. She knows. Kind of looks like a skinny waffle. Exactly. Yep.
You guys are making me want some sugar.
Yeah.
And guess who has a wafer? I have wafers.
Oh, those are good.
I'm jealous.
But they're not biscotti. It's not a biscotti though.
Carol, I didn't know you were obsessed with biscotti. I'm going to have to send you some for sure. Carol's wonderful. You guys are all wonderful, not just Carol. But yeah, you guys are wonderful. My dog is, I'm looking down at my dog. He's dreaming.
Like you said, lamb.
He's running in his sleep. He's so
funny.
funny.
Glenn is in here. Hello, Glenn Swamp Picker.
Who is it?
Happy 1,000.
Swamp Picker. He said happy 1,000.
I don't see it.
It's underneath borderline.
Underneath borderline. Oh, Swamp Picker. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Yep. Treasure sitting pretty. Thank you for coming. And Signy Lamp. Wow, we got a lot of people in the chat, you guys. People are coming and going. Hey, Bree. Bree is a friend of mine. I hit 1,000 tonight.
Whoop, whoop.
So, whoop-woo. Yeah, thanks. It's awesome.
You want me to sing you a song?
Oh, Dwayne just stopped in with a dot. Dwayne didn't know what to say, so he just put a dot in. Dwayne, I hit 1,000 subscribers. Yay, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So I just came on to thank everybody for the love and the support. Thanks for coming in. And yeah, just thanks for coming in and putting a dot.
The shortest sentence ever.
The shortest sentence. About time. What did it take? Like 2 weeks? It actually took just under 6 months. Yep. It took just under 6 months.
She said, actually.
That's what we love about him, Kimmy. Where's Heather? Tell Heather we said hi. I have to call Heather. When I get on the phone with Heather, we chat and chat and chat and chat and chat and chat. She's so great. I love talking with her. She's very, very interesting. It's so funny because during the auction, she's so quiet, right? She doesn't say 2 words, but when you get her kind of like one-on-one and you chat with her, she just is wonderful to talk to and so interesting. Joy, you would love to talk to her. She's very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Donatella, do you have a PayPal set up for payments? Siggy Lamp wants to give you a super chat.
Oh, you're kidding.
How do you send a super chat?
I'm pretty sure I linked my PayPal like when I opened my YouTube.
I have your auctions email. I'll just put your auctions email in there. They can email you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I set up my my first super chat. Oh my gosh, that would be so exciting. I think when I set up my YouTube channel, I went through like every step that you were supposed to go through to set it up, because remember that we checked it as far as like, what was, Derek, are you still in there? What was that thing you told me to set up for when I hit 1,000? And then we checked it, Tiffany, and I was set up for it. Remember? What was it?
Oh, I can't remember exactly.
What was that word? Are you still here, Derek? That you told me to, you can't use PayPal with YouTube. So monetization.
AdSense. You have your AdSense set up?
Okay.
Yeah, I did it. Right? Did we check it, Tiffany?
We checked. I can't remember what we checked. So many things.
I think mine is set up.
Not good. Cash App. They're mentioning Cash App.
Well, no, if you have a Cash App, they can just send it straight to your phone. Bunk them taking 30% off of your somebody donating. Yeah, do the Cash App instead. That goes directly to your bank.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Nobody gets charged. Cash App is this. I'll show you the app. It's just an app on your cell phone, and you just put your
There's Heather. Hi, beautiful
Cash
Heather.
App.
Let me see. Is it like PayPal?
It's better than PayPal. It's bank to bank.
Better than PayPal.
It is, because nobody gets charged. I use Cash App. As a matter of fact, when people buy from me, I'm like, oh, I take Cash App. I try to like encourage them to use that, because, you know, if they use a credit card, they take like 2.5%. So it's like I'm not getting the full amount. But with Cash App, you get the full amount.
All right, Super Del.
Yeah.
Super
he's there. He's back again.
You can use the Cash App or put your PayPal link in the chat.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to set up Cash App, Donatella.
Or in the description, leave it in there everywhere. Just leave that all in there. The Cash App is much better.
Okay, I have no idea how to do any of that.
Go on your cell phone
I'll help you.
You know the Play Store on your cell phone?
Yeah.
Just type in the word Cash App, CASHAPP. It should pop up like a $sign green symbol, and you just download that, and boom, you're on your way. And
how do I link that to my?
So it's going to ask you for your email address, and then it's going to ask you for your bank account, and of course, like your social security number. Once that's all linked, then you will have your Cash App, and then you'll make a display name. And whenever anybody's sending you money, they have to put the $sign with whatever display name you chose. And that'll be your way of getting cash without being charged. Yes.
So, but is there a way that you can, is that it right there? Let me see, where am I?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So is there a way that you can link that to your
You won't need PayPal. You won't need PayPal because it's going to go directly to like your TD Bank or like your M&T, whatever bank you have, it'll go straight to your bank account.
I think that some people like to see, I'm not sure, that some people like to see like the super chats on YouTube, like when they give you a super chat for support.
Yeah, but you're only going to get like $1. Like just say if they give you $10, then they take 30% of that.
Yeah, like
they're basically robbing the person that
I have Jason's Static shirt on. He doesn't do super chat.
What do you have on? I missed it.
Jason Static shirt.
Thumbs down, crew.
Thumbs down, crew. I love her a lot.
He doesn't do a super chat. He has another way that he gets people.
Even like with PayPal, they'll take a percentage from you there. But Cash App, they won't.
So yeah, they take a percentage, and they also want to know, like with PayPal, like when I do my auctions, they want to know if it's goods or if it's like
family and friends.
Yeah, and if it's goods, they take a percentage.
Yeah, if it's
like I lose a percentage.
As a business, though, you really should just do it the right way. Like people are gonna be like, "I'm sending a business, and you're telling me secretly to send it to you as family and friends." That's just like ridiculous.
No, I always do shippable goods.
So like you're just like, oh, like for me in my situation, I would definitely be like, oh, I'm not gonna say send it family and friends because they're like, wait a second, aren't you supposed to be a business? Why are you asking me to send family and friends just to avoid a fee? So just Cash App me instead. Yes.
Superdell said once you get it set up, we'll help you put it in your description and he'll donate.
Oh, that's Superdell.
That's awesome.
Superdell TV, Superdell TV, Superdell TV, Superdell TV.
So I'm ready to go.
There you go.
That was fast.
It's very fast. It's just like StreamYard. You just download it and go. And with the Cash App, you can send money and receive money. But I always like receiving money instead, So whatever display name you make, they're going to make you put an icon. You can put your face or whatever you want to, whatever icon you want to put, like a picture. They're going to have you put a picture, and then that way people, when they're sending you money, they know they're sending it to you and not accidentally to someone else in case they spell your name wrong.
Okay.
But yeah, make it something easy to spell, and that way people, when they Cash App you, you'll see it. You can either get it instant. The only way you pay a percentage to them, like I guess 15 cents, is if you want the money now. I'm like, I'll wait.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you just have to wait 5 days before. I'm like, I can wait. I don't need that money right now. I'll wait.
Money in the bank. It's money in the bank.
Yeah, that's right. Just put it all in the bank, every single dollar. I want my 15 cents. So just put it in the bank.
And Bree said, Donna, you can order the card. I guess there's a super app. Look at my phone's going crazy again. I need to get up to Apple. Yeah, I guess you can order a card to super app too, Joy?
A Cash App card. Oh yeah, you can, but I've never done that. I just want the money to go to my bank.
You just go right to the bank, yeah.
I got bills.
Yeah, right. Don't we all, unfortunately?
I'm trying to live below my means.
I know.
Oh, Dennis Stew is in here.
Who's Dennis Stew?
Dennis, yes.
Hi, Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis. Thanks for stopping in. Yep.
Welcome to Donatella's.
I hit 1,000 subscribers, which was awesome. Yeah, James says that they have a card and it's just like PayPal has a debit card. I've never even heard of this, so that's awesome.
There's a card for everything. And then you could do Bitcons. Have you ever heard of a Bitcon? It's like this new way of like doing stocks without like.
Yeah, I've heard people like kind of like Casey talk about it a little bit. Like
you can Cash App, you can change your Cash App into a Bitcoin as well. I don't know it. I don't understand it fully, but I've heard a lot of people make good money off of Bitcoin. So,
really?
Yeah, it's the new thing.
I'm reading the chat. Pat, the reseller, says, I have a PayPal card and all my bills get paid off of that to where I don't have to deal with a bank. Yeah.
Donatella, look in the private chat.
Huh?
Look in the private chat.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
She's like, I don't understand. I know. I'm like,
okay. Check your Facebook Messenger.
Check my Facebook Messenger. I don't see anything.
All right. It's just sent.
Okay.
I heard the ding-a-ding.
I heard it too. Sure. I would love that. Absolutely. 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 Yes.
You have to do it though.
Yes. I'm sorry I'm so slow.
No, you're okay. You're okay. Let me see. I gotta do it on my, hold on. I gotta pop into my other email.
See what she's doing right now, I could never do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not.
It should be Eat Sleep Amazon StreamYard.
Oh my. Let's see.
Super Dell TV.
Super Dell. Super Dell. Super Dell.
Super Dell. Subscribe to Super Dell. Show him some love.
Gosh almighty. So Kimmy and Super Dell know each other.
Yeah.
Really?
I saw her in his chat the other day too.
So
that is so cool.
Hustler TV, hello.
Oh wow.
And yeah, people, I mean, there's still like 39 people in
Hustler TV is on
You guys, everybody subscribe to each other, please.
Oh yeah, Hustler TV. I think Hustler TV is on Super Dell TV's chat as well. I think I saw him on his channel one night when they were doing a live. I may be wrong, but I feel like I've seen him there.
Who did you write? You knew what we were up to.
Hustler TV, because they said send Dell a link.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Did you send it?
I did. I told them to check his email.
Okay. Jazzy Jazz. Hello.
Hi,
hello.
Jazzy.
Donna, can you please put your Cash App in the channel so we can donate? Oh my God.
He has to finish setting it up. So
yeah, she's got to set it up, guys.
Let me see. Oh, I want to do this.
That's so sweet.
It's very easy. Very, very easy.
Okay, it says please enter the code that was sent. All right,
you have to check your text messaging.
Okay, I've got it. 78159. Let's see.
I knew it. It makes sense. Hustler TV, Super Dell TV. Makes sense. He's coming. Yay! Super Dell. Super Dell.
Yay. I'm bidding on some lipstick on eBay. I am. I just got outbid. I had to raise my bid.
Okay, I'll be right back.
How much would you pay for lipstick?
Huh?
How much would you pay for lipstick?
Girl, I don't pay full price.
Oh.
So I'm trying to, that's why I look on eBay. I don't play with my cosmetics.
I know that's right.
I like good cosmetics, but I don't like to pay full price.
I know that's right.
I gotta watch this here. There's 14 minutes left on this auction.
Yay!
Yay!
What's up?
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
I have
No problem.
not smiled. I'm telling you, I was just telling the girls, my cheeks are hurting me from smiling so much. You made me so happy tonight. Honest to goodness.
That's what we do. You know, I love building. I love building bridges. So, you know, any way I can help or the team can help, that's what we do. We've been doing it for a while. We've been doing it, giving advice and suggestions, and I like to see hard-working people work. That's what I like. So I love your channel.
I love your T-shirt.
Hey, you know who did this, right?
I know, I saw him making it on his channel.
Yeah, A-Dub, he does it, and I got the real. She does it too. So both of them do my T-shirts.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, and I want to thank Tiff. I want to thank you because she reached out, Donna. She reached out.
I had no idea. I had no idea that she did that. She sent me a text message and she said, "Hey, there's this guy that I kind of know that's gonna maybe give you a shout out tonight to try to get you to 1,000 members." I'm like, "Really? Who's the guy?" And she's like, "Oh, I'll send you a link to his station." Like, I had no idea that she sent me an email or anything. And then I get on and I was telling the girls, I get on and you're talking about all this stuff. And I'm like, everything's like, I am so not techie. I could never even participate in any of your conversations. None of them. I understood nothing you were talking about. Nothing. Like, when I sell things on eBay, I list them under untested because I don't even know how to like plug things in. I don't. I mean, I can cook some mean biscotti. I can't do electronics. Nothing. I have to ask my husband. Even Tiffany was yelling. We couldn't get the microphone to work. We could hear her, but she couldn't hear us. And Tiffany's yelling, "Ricky!"
I seen that. I was watching that show. I was like,
because she's so used to me like trying to go live, and I'm like, "Ricky!"
But yeah, we done all had that. Mics go out, cameras go out. So I was watching that video. I was like, yeah, I've been there plenty of times. But yeah, I definitely want to thank Joy. Me and Joy kicked it on, and she probably told you, on A-Dub Productions. How I found A-Dub, because I was like, man, I want to learn how to do shirts too, you know. And I seen one of his videos, and he went from A to Z showing you. And then he did like a live show. And that's how I met Joy. Kicked it with Joy, went on her show. She was just fun-loving, just beautiful smile. And she was just like, "Listen, guys," and I loved it. And I was like, all right. And then Tiff came on. I think I was how did I find? I think she came on. I think I seen Tiff on
in the
Borderline.
Chat.
Okay. I think he was in Borderline too. And I was like, okay. I said, okay, so everybody is linked.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So I just went on and subscribed to everybody. And then now, Miss Donna, you done came to the family now.
So quick too, right? So quick. It's unbelievable. You know, it took me a long time to get on YouTube. I'm really like camera shy. I'm not shy when it comes to like talking like, you know, one-on-one with people, but it took me a long time to like get the courage to get up. But now I love it. Now I'm on like
yeah, I was the same way.
Were you the same way? Honestly,
I was a little. Look, y'all don't want to even see. I'm gonna warn you now. When I first came out, I was raw and uncut. And it's some words that I was saying that I don't use anymore. But I put those videos on private. It's 3 videos.
You gotta send me the link, Super Dell. I want to see that.
And man, and one of the subscribers was like, "Listen, I really like you. I think you got potential, but you might want to slow down with the cuts." Because they was like, "Man, you got to be real. You got to be hard. You got to be uncut." So I was like, "Okay," and it grew me. But then I knew I wanted to go on another stage. I didn't want to just people just to know me from like using cuss words and using words that I try not to use today.
So now, sorry for interrupting you, but people say that if you use a cuss word, that YouTube can like strike you down or something.
No, because there's people out there that use cuss words every day. They don't. It's what you say. Like if you make a threat, if you threat, yes, you can get demonetized, or they could throw a strike on you. You know, if you just on there just talking reckless, you know, it wasn't that I was talking reckless. It's just the content that was coming out of my mouth. You know, just cussing, just cussing. That was probably like 4 to 5 years ago. And then somebody, and just a regular subscriber reached out, was like, "Listen, I think you are good. I just think you need to clean it up a little bit." And once I cleaned it up, everything just started skyrocketing, and I learn every day, you know. So
you got some of your people saying hi, Super Dell.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, Pat D's. I hit 1,000 tonight, thanks to the help of many people in the chat, but especially Mr. Super Dell TV here. He got me over that threshold.
Oh yeah.
So,
Hustler said hello. Then the Truth Diva.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? A lot of who you just spoke of, we're all colleagues. We all colleagues. We all done work. Like I done. Me and Truth Diva, we used to do like live shows on Power. It's quite a few of us that's in the chat who we all kick it. We all watch each other. Sometimes we can't stand each other, but we all watch each other. And that's just the nature of the business, you know. You know, hopefully y'all don't go through it, but sometimes competition is real big competition in the streaming community. So sometimes things are said that are not meant, but of course you got to hold your ground, they got to hold their ground, and but at the end of the day, we all come together, you know, whether there's a disagreement or not, but you're gonna have that. You're gonna have those where sometimes there's a disagreement. So, but we all have fun. We all saving money over there, and that's why Miss Donna, she was like, "Oh, that stuff was going on over here." So it's just that we, instead of us paying $200-300 for cable, a lot of us are paying up under $100, and we get to see everything. When I tell you everything, we get to see everything. It's just that it's not as it's not convenient like when the cable company come and put a box in your house and you get a remote control. Well, with us, you know, we use the applications, and you know, but we watching the same thing for a way lower price.
Yeah, that's great. That's great to share with our community of people. Yeah. That would be awesome. You know, to teach our community people. You guys go over, and for me, it goes way over my head. I bet my husband would enjoy watching your channel. My husband would totally.
Did you say Super Duper Dell?
He said to me tonight when I was preparing some food, and I think I still had you playing in the background, and he was like, "This guy's talking about you, Donna. This guy's talking about you." And then a little while, I still had it playing in the background, you know, and then he's like, "Who is this guy? He sounds like a really nice guy." I'm like, "I have no idea who he is." He's like, "What do you mean you don't know who he is?" I'm like, "I have no idea." He's like, "How does he know you?" I'm like, "My friend Tiffany." And he's like, he keeps shouting your name out because I had the phone on the counter in the kitchen. He's like, "What do you mean you don't know who he is?" I'm like, I have no idea who he is. I just don't know who he is. He's just someone who's really generous and really nice and is like doing this for me. It It was really funny. He's like, well, he sounds like a really nice guy. My husband doesn't say that about me.
And that's what I like doing. I just like collabing. I like, like I said, we cross that bridge and, we test the waters. And, I'm just a prime believer. I can learn from any and everyone.
Yep.
And that's just how I am. I'm always trying to figure out different ways of trying to create content, because you can only create so much content. And so I try to, to help the community out by having them think a certain way. We don't have to just go to the right all the time. Sometimes we can go straight ahead, or we can fall back a little bit, or we can go to the left and find some new and intriguing things, and bring it to the forefront. And so whenever I see anyone, I've been trying to get A-Dub for a minute. It's just like it's like when he's available, I'm not available, and when I'm available, he's not available. But I just love meeting people. I love
now. By any chance, do you know Jeremy and George? They're What the Hells. That's probably a world that you know nothing about.
No,
they buy storage. They buy storage units.
They buy storage units like I do, but
like storage wars.
Yeah, they're like a boyfriend girlfriend team. And Tiffany or Joy, what are they? Over 100,000 subscribers. They're over 100,000 subscribers. And when they go on live on Sunday nights, they do like an open questions and answers type of thing on Sunday nights. They have like 1,400 people in their live chat. Last Sunday, right? Yesterday, was it? Was that yesterday, Sunday? Didn't they have like 1,400 people in their live chat?
They've gotten up to like 1,400.
1,400 people in their live chat. So I have a Facebook group. It's called Storage Unit Buyers and Resellers.
Okay.
And I opened it right about the same time as I started the YouTube channel, which was about 5 months ago. And it's now like up to 1,400 subscribers. Like the channel grew like crazy. So Jeremy has been posting in my group, and he's kind of like a big YouTube star. Do you know what I mean? Like he's really big, right? And so he's been posting in my group, and he's just a regular guy, just like me and Tiffany and Joy and you, just a regular guy. But when someone has like, 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, you look at them like, or when someone like you have 50,000 subscribers, like we look at people like you and we're like, it's like,
and I would say, and that's good. That's good. The way you get there, if I can suggest, if you stay relevant, you keep putting out that content. Look, I have 4 children. I had 2 girls that just graduated from high school, demolished my pockets on prom day and graduation.
Isn't it crazy?
Oh my goodness.
I have 4 also, and they're all teenagers. My daughters are soon to be 16 and 17. Mm-hmm. And my son that lives in heaven is 18. I always include him, even though he's not here. Mm-hmm. And my other son's 19. So I basically had 4 kids in 5 years. So they're all teenagers right now.
Yes.
And man, I know they are so flippin' expensive.
Man.
And we live in a community with the haves. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, we live with the haves. Oh. And they have this and they have that. And it's really, really, it's not, I'll tell you something. It's not a question of keeping up with the Joneses. You know how they say, you should keep up with the Joneses. Like, just because, those kids have $200 Tory Burch sandals doesn't mean that you have to go out and buy your kids $200. But you know what? But I think you might get it because you have teenagers. Like, you want your kids to have those $200 sneakers, right?
Yep. Yeah, you want it. Yes.
You want your kids to have that nice stuff. So you just work really, really hard. Mm-hmm. Like for the longest time, my eBay and my reselling that I did was just for like the kind of like little frivolous things, for the extras for the kids. Now it's I'm really supporting the family because my husband hasn't had work in a very long time, unfortunately, but that's another story. But you want the kids to have the nice things, you want the kids to be able to play in the travel sports because they're phenomenal athletes.
Right.
And if anybody knows the price of travel sports, right?
That's a whole nother world.
That's a whole nother world, man. I'll tell you what,
Yes.
the money we spend on travel sports, my daughters are phenomenal volleyball players. They're both 6 feet tall. How can I not sacrifice? I sacrifice so much so that my kids can play travel sports. And I try not to miss any games either. Like I'm that parent. I'm right there up front and center. Like I remember one time I made a post on Facebook and I said, I screamed at my kids all weekend. And people were like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, no, it was because we were at a sporting event the whole entire weekend. And I'm that parent. Get the ball! like a lunatic. I'm like one of those lunatic parents. I'm involved. I love it.
You're a fan. You're a fan. And I'm in the same boat.
I heard you talking to your son about coming home from football. I had you while I was cooking. I was listening to you. Your son came in and you're like, how'd you do tonight, buddy? And you're talking to him.
Yeah, we are very involved. My pops wasn't my pops was in and out. He wasn't the greatest father, but he actually gave me some tools to work with that I use to this day. But I promise I will be in my children. Really if they're in the sports, because I'm a big sports fan. I love all sports. But yeah, it is tough when you spending all of this money, equipment, and I'm quite sure you already know about it.
And the travel.
Yes.
The travel that it involves. And I'm lucky because their travel team, the farthest we go, so we're in Palm Beach, Florida, and the farthest that we go is kind of Atlanta, Georgia. That's the farthest that we go. And we drive. We don't fly. We drive up there. We go up there once a year to the great big, where the Super Bowl was last year, where the Mercedes Stadium. Yeah. So that's where we go for the big, it's like the Nationals, huge. People come from all over. They come from Puerto Rico. They come from everywhere to come to this tournament. And there's the hotel, the food, the travel expenses, all, not including the equipment and then the actual lessons to belong to these travel teams. It's like $3,000 a girl to play.
Oh, it's expensive.
A girl just to play on the travel team.
It is expensive.
I mean, a lot of it goes to their uniforms, because they get the uniforms and there's many pieces to the uniforms that they have to. I mean, they're representing this, big club, but it's, I mean, people were putting in the chat. Yeah, it's really, really expensive.
It's very, very expensive.
And not only is it really expensive, it's also a huge commitment on the parents' part.
To be there.
I mean,
commitment on the parents' part.
Finance and everything. And that's like I said, I'm just a big part of the kids' life. I want them to be able to look up in the stands and see, because a lot of people don't know how important that is. I played sports. I played basketball, football, and baseball. And, I knew my mom's had to work 2 jobs, so I knew her situation. My pops only had 1 job. And out of all those sports, he only came to 1 game. But people don't know how important it is when a child look up in the stands and see one of you, that's so important, because you could be like, hey, Mom, I got a game. But then you understand, by her being a single mother, right? She's handling the bills. So she got to do to make ends meet. But then, you look up there, maybe your dad, hey, Dad, I got a game Friday. Can you come? Well, I'll try to be there. And it hurt me so bad, because you look up there and be like, man, but you will see my friend, his daddy there. And so the mama there. But
it's so important. It's so important.
Yeah,
You know, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. So it's not sports related, but so I was born in Italy, and I moved to this country when I was 6 years old. And my parents were those, the immigrant parents. We lived in a community where there was a lot of prejudice against us. We were not. We were really not welcomed in the community that we lived in. It was mostly like white American. And we were like the Italian greaseballs that moved here from Italy. And we were discriminated against. I mean, they changed our names. Like, my name is, I'll say it in Italian. It's Donatella, because Italian is my first language. I speak fluent Italian. So, when we went to the school, I remember the principal saying, "Oh, your kids are never going to be accepted into society with these names, like with these crazy names. So we'll call her Donna." So I grew up being called Donna, but my real name is Donatella, and I love my real name. I embrace it. But so yeah, we weren't really welcomed until people started smelling my mother's Italian cooking, and then people and they could smell the eggplant frying, in the kitchen. But like, I know discrimination. I know discrimination because of my Italian heritage, and so my parents never used to come to PTO meetings. No, open house. What are they called when the kids? Is it open house? Open house. My parents never came to open house because neither one of them spoke English. So they wouldn't come because they couldn't hear the teachers. So before open house, all of the kids, we would prepare these parent folders and we would leave them on the desk, and then the parents would go to open house. This is elementary school, right? Yeah. And the parents would go to open house and they would take home the folders with them that the kids, me, worked so hard to prepare, like for weeks before open house. Yeah. And kind of like a sporting event, and not seeing your parents sitting in the bleachers. I was the child that would come in the next day, the day after open house. My folder would be sitting on my desk because my parents didn't go to open house. So like, it kind of has to do with the same idea of not seeing your parents up in the bleachers. Like, to me, it was, and that happened for years and years. It was devastating to me until my parents learned how to speak English, and could come to the open houses, and they weren't involved in my school. They certainly were not involved. I wasn't involved in any sports. They didn't know. They were immigrants. They were immigrants in this country, and they were doing everything they could do to just be accepted.
Yeah.
My dad bought a big, beautiful 14-room Victorian home in this gorgeous suburban town right outside of Boston that was predominantly just white families. Like, that's rich white families. Like, that's all that were there. And we were like, I grew up people calling me a guinea wop, a greaser, all these hurtful words. I'd come home and I'd be like, what does guinea wop mean?
Right.
Didn't know what it meant.
Wow.
Yeah. It's okay. I turned out okay.
Girl, let it out. Let it out. Let it out.
I love hearing these stories. I love it.
You gotta get it out so you can heal from it.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I
said you gotta get it out so you can heal from it.
Oh yeah, no, I healed from it a long, long time ago. It's fine. I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm still really, really good friends with all of the neighbors, that I grew up with in the neighborhood. Like, I'm still friends with them on Facebook and stuff. But yeah, it was hard for them to accept us, into the community.
Wow.
Not in Boston, though. If my father had settled in Boston, like in Boston, it's called the North End. It's all Italians. It's all Italians, the North End of Boston. It just so happens just the small little town, the little community that we moved to was, it was just like that. So, Yeah, Francesca knows. Francesca's from Boston. She knows Melrose. She knows that where I grew up. Yeah, she's writing all Italians in the North End. Yeah, but she knows Melrose is, it's probably changed now, but when we moved there in the 19, we moved there in 1971 to Melrose. Yeah. Yes, she's writing yes. Yeah. It's very, very much like that. Oh, Super Dell's mic is off. Oh,
my wife come down here messing with me, as she always do.
Yeah, she's like, "Why are you still on YouTube?" That's what my husband says to me. Get off YouTube.
She wants me because we got this thing called Plex. So when we add movies to it, she's watching this episode. I think it's called Ambitions. I think it's on the OWN network or something like that.
Oprah, that's my girl.
My goodness. And my wife is on my head. Now, I was just told that the episode come out. What time is tomorrow?
Okay.
All right. She's on there saying it's out today. And she wants me to go and get the movie, add it to my media center so she can watch it upstairs.
Oh
my goodness. Y'all just don't know.
You better get at it, Super Bell.
Oh, this text, man, she refused to learn it. But I'm gonna have to charge her. I'm gonna have to do a Netflix fee or something on her. But yeah, that was her coming down here. Can you get the episode and put it on so I can watch it? So yeah.
Yeah, that's like me with my husband. She's doing the same thing I do to my husband. We need you guys,
right?
To do all that stuff.
I was sitting back like, what? But it's all good. It'll be there tomorrow. I can't do it tonight.
Siggy Lamb says, keep her happy. A happy mama. A happy mama is a happy household.
I try.
Yeah.
That's all I can do is try, right?
That's it. Pamela just wrote it. Happy wife, happy life. Yep. There you go. Everybody knows.
Land Shark said, yes, dear, whatever you want.
Hey, look, I just blame it. I just tell her I blame it on Adam and Eve. I just blame it. I just blame it on. I'm like, man, he fell for it too. Something about women, boy, y'all can get us guys to eat out of the palm of your hands, boy. I don't know what it is, but
I know, right?
Yeah, the guys, boy. Hey man, I'm working 3 jobs for what? My wife want that house. Like, dude, you gonna do it? Hey man, I got to keep her happy, man. I'm like, oh man, but I understand it though. But yeah, I take care of her well. She be all right.
It's hard, it's hard for like in our situation right now. My husband's always been the provider. He's always been a great provider for us, and he lost a big contract about 6 months ago. He's a general contractor. He was building a neighborhood right outside of West Palm Beach, duplexes, and he lost the contract, and that was about 6 months ago, and he hasn't been able to pick up another contract since.
Man.
Oh yeah, it's bad. Like it's really, really, really bad. And I know I had to step up to the plate.
Yeah.
I had to step up, the mom hustler. I had to step up to the plate. I mean, I've always worked, but not, like I'm like working right now. Like, man.
But you know what? And I mean, in my beliefs is that's usually what women do. I mean, women support their man.
Yeah.
I mean, you the husband can go to work, but in a time of need, that's what that wife does. All right, let me go on. Hey, baby, I'll hold us down while we know you would get back together, but I'm gonna have to hold us down for a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with that. I salute you for even stepping up.
Thank you.
I don't look in my family. I'm just talking about my family. stuff go way left. Oh, he ain't got a job. You need to leave him. Like, what? He been working 30 years. He gets sick and ill. You gonna leave him like that? Nah. You know, and it's. I think you're doing the correct thing. I know you're doing the correct thing.
Yeah, I've known my husband since he was 11 years old. I'm going to leave him over finances?
Right.
Come on. You know how many marriages end because of money and because of finances?
That's crazy.
That's, it's crazy.
Yeah, and that's and it's crazy, but it happens. Like I said, I see it in my family.
Happens all the time.
Yeah, I done heard stories in my family. Oh, leave him. Like, hold up, yeah. That man done took care of you and the kids. I mean, 20 years, and you gonna leave him because he's short right now? Like, no, that'd be the worst thing you to do. But I salute you. You saying, listen, we gonna hang in here. We gonna hang in here, and
Donatella Biscotti.
I had to take a step back for a minute. It was like last week, I think. I had a couple of really good auctions and I made some good money and I paid the bills and there was nothing left. Like nothing. There was there wasn't even enough money for me to get I know that this sounds so petty, but just a manicure. I'm working, I say I'm working like a man right now. I'm working so hard, emptying out the storage units and, just sorting through the stuff and doing the auctions and all that. And I had to take a step back and think to myself, my husband worked so hard for so many years providing for my family, for our family. Mm-hmm. And I never ever heard him complain and say, oh, I paid all the bills and there's nothing left for me. He never said that. I have no right saying that. I have no right saying I worked so hard last week and made a bunch of money and now there's nothing left for me. I have no right saying it because he never said it in all the years that he's been a provider. He just paid all the bills, and I just feel like I have no right saying stuff like that.
Yeah,
maybe his happy is different from your happy. Maybe his happy is just making sure you guys are happy, and your happy is I need my nails done and my hair.
No, my happy is to be able to pay the bills too, but I don't know. I don't want to sound selfish, but I just wanted a little bit of extra.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with it because I go through the same thing. In our downtime, I always work. I always support my family. I had to become a man though, because I wasn't in a household. I didn't know how to be a man. Part of my growing up, I seen a lot of things. I seen a lot of cheating. I seen a lot of this stuff. So I had to become that man, and all of that. So I did a lot of bad things, But
what do you do for work?
I actually run a file management facility. So we deal with Social Security numbers and bank institutions. So I deal with a lot of vital information. So basically what I tell everybody, I can't even get into a bar fight because they do so many background checks on us, because what we sell to our customers, our clients is, listen, we got some of the cleanest, we got the cleanest guys who have no issues, no background issues dealing with your information. So we deal with a lot of information, whether it's on media or whether it's on paper. So we deal with lawyers, bank institutions, architect firms, hospitals. We deal with it all. And so I can't, you can't get into nothing. If you get into a fight, somebody better hit you when you protecting yourself. All right. So a lot of times you got to just walk away. But I did used to work at Comcast, but again, I had the big head. Now that I look at it, I used to be so cocky. It was nothing for me to go on these $1 million homes and work on their cable and everything. I met a lot of the Detroit Pistons, the Detroit Lions. I done been in a few of the Detroit Red Wings house. It was nothing for me to go in a CEO house who has 6,000, 7,000 square foot home, just space forever, right? And he the only one that stay there. But cocky, thinking they couldn't replace me, and when they fired me, and it just shocked me, like, wow. And then someone told me, like, yeah, you good, but you're replaceable too. We could train somebody to be just as good as you,
and pay them less.
And the thing about it, I got fired the day my son was born. It was a bad situation, and I look back at it now. I'm like, man, I just thank God, But I remember going up there, checking on them, because I went home. I had my 2 daughters at home, so before I go to work, I go and check up on my wife and my son, Junior, and then I leave out, and then I show back up. And she like, what are you doing? Right? And I'm like, man, they let me go. She like, stop playing. I'm like, no, they let me go. And she was supportive. She was like, oh, you'll be okay. But I'm gonna tell you one thing she did though. I'm like, man, I got the coolest wife in the world. She understand. I got fired. We gonna be all right. But I looked in that mirror. It was like a little mirror. And as I walked out, and you see my wife, she laying in the bed with my son next to her, like, hold on. She did. And I'm sitting back like, dude, oh man. But then that's when I knew. I was like, man, I got to do something. I got to settle it down, cool it down, and went to another job. Got canned from that one. And then this last job, this last job was just, all right, I'm a man now. I got to hold this down for the family. Got to learning, and everything worked out. Been there 12 years now.
Wow, that's great.
Yep. And I started off as a temp for 30 days. They hired me on, and now I'm running the facility.
Yeah, that's great.
So, it's good to have that woman. And I'm quite sure it's hurting him deep down inside, because I think one thing about a man, we're used to providing, and, he may smile, but deep down inside, he may hurt. But I think he know he got a rider with him. If the wheel's going to fall off, we're going to fall off together,
Yeah.
And that's what makes it great, just to have that one. Like, my wife could have bust up, even when I was out there just doing nonsense. She said, no, I'm going to hang in here. I'm going to stick it in here. Could have took me to child support. Everything just tore me apart.
Yeah.
And she hung in there like, listen, I don't know why she hung in there, but I realized what I got. If I got it, she got it.
How long have you been married?
We've been married. We'll be married 19 years this October.
Oh yeah, we just celebrated 20.
Yeah.
My husband and I just celebrated 20. So
it's been roller coaster up and down, but
of course it is.
I got a rider. I got one that's gonna be there by my side. I think. I mean, we getting old now.
Yeah.
I say, nobody want to. I'm in my 40s. Who want to start over?
I'm 55.
So yeah. So you already know who want to start over? Don't.
Yeah. No way. Over. Like, there's nothing there's nothing that could, at this point, break us up.
Yeah. Nothing. And that's how I am.
Absolutely. We've been through it all.
Yup. Yeah. And marriage is not easy. I'll tell you that. When you got 2 individuals, now they telling you to come as one, man, that was a toughie. So
and we're both Taurus. My husband and I, we're both Taurus.
Oh, see, and so who birthdays in April? Both of y'all?
No, in May. May.
Yeah. And so she's I don't forget what sign she is, but hers is in March. No, she's an Aries. We're both Aries. Yeah, we're both Aries.
That's because we're loyal. That's because
and we
hanging there no matter what.
I'm in for the count. But I love her. She pretty cool. Yeah,
we're classic. We're the classic raging bull and calm bull. Guess which one I am?
What's that?
The raging bull.
And he's the calm bull. I'm the raging bull. My husband's like, we'll just use this as an example. We'll have $100 left in the bank account, and my husband would be like, let's go to Spoto's and have a couple of cherry stones and a half shell and some martinis. Do I have to explain to you what kind of place Spoto's is? It's like, cherries on a half shell and martinis. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, how can you even think like that? He's just like, my husband's very much for living for the day.
That's
So
right.
you never know what's going to happen tomorrow.
That's right.
Yeah. He's about living for the day, especially after what we've been through. Yeah. He's all about living for the day. And I worry about what's going to happen in 6 months.
Yeah, I think I'm in between. I'm in between because I'm always looking at tomorrow, and I'm always looking at what we got. But my biggest thing right now, look, my kids are almost grown. My youngest is about to be 13. I ain't got he know how to wash his own clothes. He know how to make his own food. My thing now is just, look, can we get some quality time away from these kids? That'd be my biggest thing. Like, listen, I don't want to go to the show with them. I want to go to the show with you. And she's all about the kids. And I'll be like, listen, I'll be like, can I just spend some time with you? Can we? But she's about the kids. And I'll be like, man.
Me too.
See,
I'm all about the kids too. Like my husband and I will be out doing errands, and he'll be like, let's stop and get a bite to eat and maybe go take a walk on the beach or something. And I'm like, no, the kids are going to be home from, volleyball in a minute. They're going to be starving. I gotta cook for them. He's like, forget the kids. They're all old enough. I want it to be about me and you. Like he's all about it being about me and him. And I'm like, I'm all about the kids.
And see, that's how my wife, I think it's just a nature thing, that's what I think it is. Because I think guys, look, sometimes, because like I said, my beliefs, and even when I read, I read a lot. I read the Bible, all of that, if it come down to it, who I got to say, my wife. Not to say everybody going to go, but who do I say first? And, it might sound petty, but my faith, I'm going to say my wife first. That is my wife. I'm going to go back for the kids now, but my goal is to save her first because this is who I married. This is who I'm committed to. I'm committed to my kids, but first I'm committed to my God, and then I'm committed to my wife. So I'm going to get you first. I go back and get the kids. But a lot of people, I understand it. I done been in conversations where I got to save my kids first. I got to save my kids. I got to be with my kids. But I just be wanting some of that time, that one-on-one, and just say, listen, come on, let me and you do something. I want to do something with you. I don't want to involve them. They are good.
Yeah.
They spoiled right now. You might hear one over here playing on a big TV right now. My kids are spoiled. But let me spoil you. And she had twisted, well, the kids need this. I'm like, will you stop bringing up the kids? But I wouldn't trade her. I love her. And I'm going to continue to support her. I'm going to take care of her, whether I like it or not, because I just want to win.
Yeah, my husband's counting down the days that the kids leave to go to college.
Yeah, I know.
And he's counting down the days. And my 19-year-old decided not to go to college this year. He's going to take some community, which thank God, because if he was at college, we totally wouldn't be able to afford to be supporting him anyways. So he's going to take a couple of courses here in the community college. He kind of just needed a minute. Not every kid is ready to go off to college, right away. So he just kind of needed a minute. And my husband's just like, he's 19 years old now. You're still doing his laundry. You're still cooking for him. You're not doing him justice. I'm glad he didn't leave. I already had one son that left. I don't need another. I'm glad that he's home. When I don't know, like I look at the other parents and they're like, oh, sending their kids off to college and they're so happy that their kids are off to college. That's not me, man. I want my kids to I don't want my girls aren't going away to college either. I don't care how many scholarships they get because they're getting scouted. No. There's a great college right here in Boca Raton. There's Florida, Florida University. It's a great university school. They have a wonderful volleyball program, and they have dorms. So if they want to experience dorm life, they can go move in the dorms down there. But guess what? They're an hour away.
But I guess if you can convince them by just saying, I'll give you biscottis if you stay.
She's still talking about biscotti, this one. She's biscotti so bad.
Francesca said colleges and universities are exaggerated in their prices. I earned a 4-year scholarship to Boston University. I now think it was a waste of time.
Yeah, I heard that a few times.
Yeah, that's becoming the new style now. Like that's what everybody's talking about. Kids are going. We put a new roof on our house, like probably about maybe 10 months ago, maybe a year ago. About 10 months ago, we put a new roof on the house. And the salesman who sold us the roof that came to represent the company that we used to put the new roof on our house, he was a young man. And I said to him, did you go to college? I was just talking to him. 4 years of college. He went to business school. He got a business degree. I don't know what kind of degree, 4 years. And he's working as a salesman for a roofing company after 4 years of college. So the kid probably has, $300,000 in debt. Your average school nowadays is what, 40,000, 45, 50 for a good one.
Yeah, it's ridiculously expensive, and it just keeps going up. Even state schools. People are realizing more and more, that you don't need a degree to do every job that's out there. Learn some skills and find what you're passionate about. For sure. Landshark Picker, Craig, Super Dell. Craig is a super techie guy, and he said he sent you an email, so be on the lookout for that.
Okay. Yep, I got my email right here.
Yeah, so this guy's working for a roofing company. Guess how many choices we have on the type of roof that is on our house? How many roofs we have to choose from?
What's that?
1?
What? Why?
We live in a community of homes that all of the roofs on our homes, the same. They're clay barrel. They're the rolled, like the Spanish rolled clay barrel roofs. And every single home in our community, there's, 370 homes in our community. We all have to have the same kind of roof.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of like jail communities. Melissa!
Yeah, look at Melissa.
Hey, Melissa's in the chat. Oh, Melissa, I want you to meet someone. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? Super Dal, you need to have Melissa on this is Melissa W. She is the best moderator in all of YouTube.
Have you met her before, Donatella?
Melissa?
Yeah.
We've only chatted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Melissa, she's a
real person. She's like Melissa W is like mystery girl. Nobody knows who Melissa W is. I do. Shh, don't tell anybody. 38 people in the chat. Melissa, I miss you so much, honey. Melissa's been under the weather. I think it's okay that I say that. She's been under the weather a little bit, and yeah, so it's so good to see you. Melissa, meet Super Dal. Super Dal, meet Melissa.
Hello.
You need to write something in the chat so she can go over and join your channel. She will moderate your channel like no one moderates. Honest to goodness. I don't know if Melissa is up for another another YouTube channel to moderate, but
look, she's all for it. She said, "Hey, Super Dal."
Right there you go. Yeah. She's awesome. She's awesome. Melissa, I'm so glad that you're here. You're up so late, honey. I'm so glad that you're in the chat. We missed you yesterday. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure. just missed your presence. We'll just say it that way. Not you're moderating. I know I always miss that, but last night's show. Anyways, sorry. I love Melissa.
Kind of. Daryl is in the house. Hey, Daryl.
Daryl. Hey, Donatella.
Yeah, that's one girl. She's awesome with t-shirts too. She is awesome.
Nice.
Daryl?
Yes.
Yeah.
She done all my shirts is upstairs, but man, she is a beast. And she's tech. Man, behind the scenes, that's who she's part of our group DST, which stands for Dream Stream Team, because everybody want to stream now, and she do a lot of background work.
I saw her do I was watching one of her videos when I started following her, and I like the way she broke down how to actually do a program. She highlighted like the keyboard and it was clicking on everything. I like that.
Yeah, she's about, like I said, if I was to ever hit the Mega Millions or Powerball, I would have to give her a salary she can't refuse. And, I mean, she just when something, if there's a mystery, she's going to try everything possible to figure out how it works, how to change it, break it, fix it. That way she can help people out. So yeah, she's our queen of that. The one of the faces of DST, and so we just come together as a team. We talk every day, she's a wife. She carry. You know how the ladies are. Y'all got a lot. I don't know how y'all put up. Look, y'all have a lot of titles. And I'll be saluting the ladies because y'all work is hard. Just everything that fall onto y'all lap, dealing with your husbands, dealing with the kids,
the laundry,
cooking, all that.
Man, I just got done with all of the back to school paperwork. That alone is like a full-time job.
Yeah.
Stupid paperwork that they make you fill out year after year after year. Times all these kids. It's like, oh man, just save it. Nothing changed. Right,
just save it. Nothing changed.
Nothing's changed. We still live in the same house. They still don't have allergies. You just should be able to just check off the box. I'm sure your wife has to deal with the same paperwork I'm talking about.
Yeah, she do it. Then I step in. And
are your kids back to school yet?
They start next week. Up north. School starts right after Labor Day.
Where are you? Are you in
Detroit?
New York?
I'm in Detroit.
Oh, you're Detroit. Yeah.
I'm in the suburbs of Detroit, but I was born and raised in Detroit. So when you seen Beverly Hills Cop, I'll tell you a story about that. I was actually, me and my cousin, we was in the movie when we wasn't supposed to be in the movie. If you look back at it, the truck scene when they crashing into all the cars, as that truck is pulling up to the lot and you see the police cars, you see two kids walking across. And we was going to get my grandma some cigarettes. We was young, probably about 9, 10. Maybe somewhere around there, 11. I can't remember, but born and raised right in that neighborhood. We Detroit is fun, but it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah,
but
dangerous.
Yeah, very dangerous if you don't.
Very dangerous, and you just walk to the store at 9 years old. I won't even let my 16-year-old daughter walk.
Well, that was back in the day, so I wouldn't even let. Because I think back in those days, you still had families that cared.
Yeah,
you still had that family, your next door neighbor, because get out that street, boy. I'll tell your mama and daddy. You had to listen. You couldn't call a grown up by their first name.
No,
always Mr. and Mrs.
Always.
Now you hear
disrespectful. You didn't even call her Miss Carol. If her name was, no, you called her Miss Wilson.
Yeah, you call by last name.
Yeah, always by the last name, never ever. You know, like a lot of my friends, a lot of my kids' friends will call me Miss Donna.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm a Mrs. First of all, I'm not I've been a Mrs. for a long time, but they'll call me Miss Donna because I think they're kind of like confused. They're a confused generation.
Yeah,
They'll call me Mrs. Bottolino, or which is my last name, Mrs. Bottolino, or call me Miss Donna, or they feel funny. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to say. And I have to tell you, like I haven't brought my kids up. I don't know about you. You have kids the same age as me. I haven't brought my kids up to say, you call your friends' parents by Mr. and Mrs. or their last name. I have told them to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am when their friends' parents talk to them. Yep. But I haven't told them that they had to call them by their last names. Have you?
No, I think they know. They know because I tell them how I was brought up. We do have them conversations. Like, listen, if I find out you disrespected an adult, it's gonna be trouble. That's one, because that's just how I was brought up. You don't disrespect. That's when you let your moms and pops step in. If you got a grown up, but yeah, they call them by the last name, at least in front of me, or they just say hello, and keep it moving. But yeah. But other than that, the kids, I don't know. I ain't had no problem with mine, really. Other than I have to get on them, or I have to give them that look that my mama gave me. That look. That look can change everything. Really when it's coming from dad. That dad give you that look. You put your head down. you better chill out, man. So
I've been lucky. We had a little bit of a run-in with my son. He got in trouble with the law a little bit. Nothing like really, really serious. I was kind of actually proud of the way he handled it. He had just turned 18, and him and one of his friends were doing shooting practice with rifles, but they were doing it in a conservation area land, a preserved land by the state. And when they came out of the trail, the sheriff was there to meet them at the end of the trail. Yeah. And didn't arrest them, but gave them citations to appear in court. And my son didn't tell my husband and I about it because he was 18 and he wanted to deal with it on his own. So he went to court, and the district attorney's office was the one that was like prosecuting him or giving him his sentence or whatever it was for his violation. He didn't get arrested, but he got a violation. And so it was a woman from the district attorney's office, and she told him that he had to surrender his right to carry a gun for the rest of his life. And he had to do 100 community service hours and pay $1,000 court fee to the courts. And my son, 18 years old, said he wanted to appeal it, her sentencing. He didn't want to lose his right to carry a firearm the rest of his life. So then he had to come home and tell us about it. And then we had to take him we had to hire an attorney, because now he couldn't get a public defender. I guess he had to get an attorney. Or could he get a public defender? I can't remember what the story was, but we got him a private attorney. And we went and we sat in the attorney's office, and the attorney actually said to him, my husband said it to him too, but I was, whatever. My husband said it to him. But when the attorney said it to him, the attorney said, "Good for you." My son's name is Massimo. He said, "Good for you, Massimo, for not giving up your rights to carry a firearm the rest of your life." He goes, "We're going to get this taken care of." And, it cost money to take care of it, but we went to court, and and the judge that was there, the district attorney, or however it happened, he had to do 20 community service hours. He had to take a gun safety course, which cost us $250. Gun safety, how to shoot a gun, carry a gun, everything about gun. It was an NRA certification. So he went and did that, and then he had to pay a $50 court fee. So
that's not bad.
No, but that's the little bit of trouble that we got into with him. I mean, not so bad, but still kind of like scary to have to deal with, all of that kind of stuff, and attorneys and going to court and getting certifications to carry a gun. I mean, he doesn't carry a gun. I don't know if he's going to carry a gun later on in life, but say hypothetically he decides to be a police officer or a sheriff's officer later on, and then he's got this conviction or whatever you call it that he was revoked to carry a gun at the age of 18 years old. I mean, that could be career ruining for him, right? So if you think about it that way, if he chose a career that would involve, what if he decided to, be security for the president one day? I mean, there's a lot of jobs that he would potentially miss out on if he had taken his.
What was that?
Somebody driving a motorcycle?
Somebody drove by.
Oh.
It was like all in it.
I was like, what was
that? Was so loud.
Yeah,
it was very loud. Imagine how I heard it.
Man, they got some loud pipes on there.
Right? Yeah. Nice Harley.
Yeah.
Nice Harley. Yeah. So what do you think, guys? You want to wrap it up? It's getting late. I really appreciate it. I mean, we've been on for almost 2 hours. We've been on for 15 minutes.
Yep. Well, I know I got to get up. I got to get up at 5 o'clock.
All right.
I got to go up here and deal with my wife and see exactly.
You download that video.
I did. Hey, look. Hey, Joy, I just checked and it wasn't there.
You're gonna do it.
I'm still getting subscribers. I just got another subscriber. I'm sure he came from your group.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I don't know Tim Matthews. So, all right, you guys. I'm gonna say good night. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much, everybody.
No, I'll talk to you ladies tomorrow, and I will be in touch, Super Dell. I definitely, maybe we can do some sort of little chat on your station.
Oh yes, I'm gonna bring y'all on.
Make it a little bit different. Yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah, I'll bring y'all on and introduce you.
Yeah.
And, hopefully we'll get you to jailbreak a fire stick.
Oh yeah, and the Cash App too. You got to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, that Cash App is
I got it. Yeah, I got it all set up.
With the link. You have the link to your Cash App?
I don't know how to grab the link.
You have your name or something?
What's your $ name?
It's my. I just chose my name.
Yep. So it's Donatella. Is $ Donatella and her last name? You got to spell it out correctly too.
Yeah.
Okay, let me make sure I'm spelling it.
It's the $. The
$.
Donatella, her full name, capital D, rest of it lowercase. Capital B.
All right. There you go, Siggy Lamp. That's her Cash App. They're gonna send you some money.
Where did you put it?
In the chat.
Oh, you did? Oh, I see it.
So if you want to put it in your description of your videos, like you can add it to the description. Hold up just a second. Hey son, hold up. Yeah. This guy right over here. Sorry about that. He be over there playing Fortnite. Getting but yeah, if you add it to your description, that way people, it will always be there. So like going to your YouTube and go into your settings, and I can't remember where you go, but
channel settings.
Yeah, and you can always put it there, and that way you can say, hey guys, if you want to donate or if you want purchase, they can go right to your Cash App and you gonna get that notification.
And they can get a receipt too. They get an email receipt.
Yep.
So it's secure, just as secure as PayPal, but you don't pay no fees.
Yeah. It's just that PayPal is old school and Cash App is the new.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's the new thing.
And it's actually a part of the Square family.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Yep.
They are. Yeah, but it add it to your description. That way you somebody want it, you could just say, hey, go into my description of the video and you'll see my Cash App. I'll say also create a PayPal one too.
I have a PayPal.
Yeah, and if you want to put your business one in there, you can, or if you want to go family and friends, you can. But when you get bigger though, as you grow,
you can't do that family.
That family and friends, because they'll see too much transactions coming through, and then
I know somebody who got their PayPal suspended because of that. He used to sell like on the Facebook Marketplace, and he used to sell things all the time, and he used to tell people, oh, just send it to me through friends and family. PayPal suspended him indefinitely. They didn't even give him a warning. They just totally just cut him off because he was having people send him money through instead of purchasing an item.
Yeah.
Like when I do my billing for the items that people buy from me at auction, I always choose shippable items, and then I pay the fee for that.
Yeah. Well, you're looking at somebody that got suspended from both of them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, they hit my PayPal. PayPal was like, "Hey, man, we need your social security number and all of that," because it was too much. I was doing the family and friends, and I was like, and they hit me right. So I fixed that up. I cleaned that up.
How did you fix it? How did you fix it?
I had to email them. I think I emailed them and I also called. And I was like, hey, why is y'all not letting anyone put in? But I knew what it was. I knew exactly what it was. There was a lot of money coming through there. And they was looking like, hold up, this is family and friends is supposed to be like emergency, and you want to help a loved one out, but I was using it like business. And Cash App did the same thing too. They just reactivated my Cash App.
So I have to call them because I have 2 PayPal accounts, and one of my PayPal accounts, I have debit cards, and all my kids have debit cards to that PayPal account. So I have my main PayPal account, like the money that I earn, and I'll transfer money into that other account through friends. It's my name, it's my account. So I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I mean, I'm transferring money to myself to a different account that belongs to me.
I think you could do that. I think you
can do that, right? I won't get in trouble for that. It's really, and so if they look at the transactions on that account, they're going to see McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, Hut, it's usually small increments. And it's usually the kids will call me or send me a text. Hey, can I get a burger with the guys or whatever? And I'll I don't keep a lot of money in that account that the kids have. I'll just transfer. But it's actually really good, because you have teenagers. Yeah. So for example, my daughters told me that they were going down to the pier, down to the beach, and then all of a sudden on my app, it rang that they were at McDonald's on North Lake Boulevard in not such a great part of Palm Beach Gardens. There's really only one little area of the town that I live in that's not such a great area. And so they were at McDonald's. I mean, in Palm Beach, on North Lake Boulevard. And I called them right away and I'm like, what are you doing on North Lake Boulevard? Some people have those tracking things on their phones. I don't have that, but I have my debit card that they have in their pocket. So I know exactly where they are, if they're getting something. It's a good way to track them.
Oh, yeah.
Donatella, you might have to confirm your account before people can actually send money. So just look and see if they send you messages, like if Cash App sent you messages to confirm your bank account and all of that. It may take an hour or 2 for that.
Yeah, so, I think I had to go through that when I first set up Cash.
Yeah, when you first sign up, you have to always get the full confirmation. You have to set up your link your bank account to something. So you may have, I don't know what bank account you have, but you have to link it to there before it can actually receive money or send.
Yeah, link it to your bank account or a card, or one of your cards or something. A bank account.
Well,
yeah,
the funny thing is they, I don't know how or why. I was going to say this, but you guys were chatting. They had the last 4 digits of one of my banks.
Did you confirm that one? Because you might have already used Cash App or sent money to somebody like that.
No, I have Venmo.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah, Venmo. Yeah.
I have Venmo.
So Venmo and Cash App are the same type of thing. Yeah. So it's the same thing.
They probably just,
different company.
Yeah, we're once you put your information out there.
Yeah, it's done. You're done.
You're
done.
But both of those are secure. They're secure, so you should be good. You should be good. But I'm gonna get on up here.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed myself. I gotta get up early too.
Yeah, get on up here. I got to deal with my wife. She probably gonna want to talk. And I'll
oh yeah,
I got my video.
All right. Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, you guys. Good night.
Salute, and thank you for allowing me on.
Thank you for coming.
Super down.
And I appreciate y'all. And congrats again. And thanks, Joyce. Thanks, Tiff. Y'all looked out, and we came through.
Teamwork.
All right. Now, next time, look, when we get 2,500, we got to pop bottles. We got to get some champagne. All right.
Oh my gosh! Right. Biscotti
right. And we'll go from there. But thank you again, and I will see y'all on the next one.
Bye, sweetheart.
All right.
Bye, ladies. Good night. Thanks for joining. Bye, everybody in the chat. Thanks for staying. We love you. Thank you.